We are heading out to go take care of some witchcraft, which is not something you normally do in America, so come along for the ride. We're just a normal family pursuing God on the mission field, one adventure at a time. In a village about 8 hours north of the capital here in Uganda, there's a family that has been struggling. They were robbed repeatedly and had one of their huts burned down. In desperation, they turned to a local sorcerer who said he would help them for a fee. 700,000 shillings and 2 chickens later, which is a huge amount, by the way, the sorcerer told them that the person who burned their hut would turn himself in. He slaughtered the chickens and then buried one of them with some other witchcraft in the hut that had been burned. When several days turned to several weeks with no results, they called the sorcerer and asked him to remove that witchcraft from the hut, but he refused. And he said, even if you try to remove it, or anyone else, they will die. Fear so gripped the hearts of this family that they barricaded the door to the hut and told everyone to not go near it. We arrived in the village that Friday night, and that evening, the head of the family came and sought us out, anxious to see if we could help them. After praying about it with the men that I've been discipling, we agreed to go in the morning and take care of it. When we arrived at the small outcropping of huts, you could tell the family was skittish and doubting what would happen that day. First things first, we preached the gospel to them. We told them that God would not share his glory with any witchcraft or any other things that they had maybe invited into their home. So we told them to get rid of those things and that God would glorify himself. We also warned them because we know Satan has power, but he doesn't have power over us as believers, but since they were not Christians, we feared for them. We called them to turn away from witchcraft and to turn to Christ, who has all power and all authority. One of the pastors who was with us called them to come and kneel down before him if they were willing to give their life to Christ. And 11 of the family members came and knelt before us and dedicated their lives to Jesus. With that taken care of, we went together in victory and dug up that witchcraft and burned it together. The family was completely different. There was joy on their faces, and they saw that Christ truly does have all power and all authority. There's been such a change in this family that other families have begun to say, wait, we want this too. We want to know Jesus. Praise God for what he's doing in this village. Would you pray that these new believers would stay steadfast in their newfound faith? Pray they would be a light for the gospel in a dark place. And if you have not turned to faith in Jesus Christ yet, there's a link in the description below. Please check it out, because life is truly only found in Jesus Christ. He does have all power and all authority. And I'll catch you on the next adventure.